Hi guys!
Hello.
Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a sit down chat video because we are a double blended family and we know the stresses and the joys and kind of everything that goes along with it. So we're just going to have a sit down and tell you what we have experienced so far and maybe give a few tips and tricks and just discuss it and be open, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are in the same boat with us and it is very rough and very difficult. So to like relate to other people and share our story. So when I met Josh, I already had Bethany and Josh already had Clayton. So we both had kids, we met, and together we made Max. So I think part of dating was a lot easier because we both had kids already.
Yeah, that was when we first met. That was preferable, honestly, because I did date somewhat, and I had some girls that were, they couldn't have kids or they didn't have kids, and like it was just weird. I don't know. It wasn't what I was looking for. I wasn't like trying to have a blended family or anything like that, but like they just didn't get it. They didn't get what it was like to be a single parent, and we just couldn't connect. So when Deborah and I connected, and she came to my store and bought some tires, got a flat tire fix, whatever it was. We just understood what it was like for each other, and so it's more possible to connect.
Yes. And our kids got along very well, and they both went home crying to see the other kid. So it was easy to see him again, where like your kid isn't jealous of the person or whatever. Like they were both already connected and friends. So they both cried on the way home, wanted to hang out. So we went ahead and did dinner that day. That was only supposed to be like a,
meet and greet for a few hours. Yeah.
So it made it a lot easier at the beginning that we both had kids.
Yeah, so I mean, there are a lot of things that are negative about a blended family, and a little tougher than normal. One of them being, for me primarily, is as far as like being the dad, like the correcting or the enforcer. It's quite a bit more difficult to do it as the stepdad, as you're not given divine right to correct the children. That's not technically yours. Even though you treat them like they're yours, you try to treat them the same, you try to be equally fair. At the end of the day, if you're the one doing the punishment, it just doesn't work, I guess, or it just gets resented at a much higher level than...
Okay, so I know everyone wants to say like you're not going to replace the parent, or you're not, but like that's just not true. Like no matter what anyone tells you from the outside or what the biological parent tells you or whatever, when the kids are at home, I am their mom, you are their dad. Like you are expected to meet those expectations. You are expected to follow everything just as it is. The world can't stop because there's not a person there to discipline them, feed them, shower them, do their homework. Like time doesn't stand still. You still have to do those things, but you don't get the respect, and you don't get...
It's just not there. Like it's just like when it's your kid directly from your loins, whatever, the respect level is different in the kid's eyes, and even though you try to treat them equal, it's just you don't get that in return. So like my son will listen to Deborah significantly less well than he will me, and Bethany will listen to Deborah significantly more than Bethany will to me. And even though I really strive to make it even and fair and not prioritize, the technical, my, blood related kin, it doesn't, I don't know, like it's always not worked as well as you thought it would be. And we're far into this. We're not like a few months into this blended relationship. We're 6 years in. And when I first started, I read some books and I read some stuff about how it takes was it 6 years?
It was 6 years.
It takes 6 years to fully blend the family, and it's going to take more than 6 in the case of our family.
It gets harder. Number 6 for us has been harder when it comes to our kids than the other years have.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some dilemmas that you face when it comes to the other parent?
Well, you want to try to have just like the modern family. Like your goal is for like everyone to be friends and everyone to work together. But it's hard to achieve. It's really, really hard to achieve.
So in order to be friends with someone, both people have to agree to be friends. You cannot be friends with someone who gives you the worst parts of themselves or 0%. So I do not become friends with them.
So we are not succeeding at that. I don't know if it's possible for us to succeed in that situation because of the situation that we're in. But we would like that if it was possible.
My daughter's dad was going out with this wonderful girl who we absolutely still love. Her name was Rocky, and when they were together, the two of them were always at our house. Always at our house. Like, we would do date nights together, they would hang out, they would come to our house in the mornings before like Bethany's birthday, her first day of school. They were always with us, and it was fine, and it made it so easy and perfect. And then she left, and our friendship with him kind of left. When she left, it kind of, soured our relationship with him. And that was hard.
But things have soured even farther since then, to the point now where, we don't even communicate besides about Bethany. We're not friends at any situation, and it's just a mess. So, and there's not really any way to come back from where we're at.
Yes.
On my side, it's never been cordial. It's been better than it is right now, but it's never been friendly.
Never been friendly.
Even the very first day, it was started off on the wrong foot. When she found out that Clayton was meeting Deborah for the first time, she showed up at my house to like try to take Clayton. Like, he can't meet her. He's not allowed to meet her.
I'm sorry. You have a long...
No grooming on video, please. Oh yeah, she just hopped in her car and showed up at my house and like tried to break in the front door and make it where Clayton couldn't meet you already. I'm not really sure what her plan was there. It didn't work, and she didn't get in the house, and nothing happened. But that was the wrong foot to start things off, and it's kind of just stayed on that wrong foot since then. It's just nonsense for years.
I think another thing that maybe caused that part of it to not go well is that right away, right off the bat, Clayton called me Mom. I didn't ask him to. I didn't say anything. I called him Clayton. The kids would just hang out, and I think he would hear Bethany say it, so I think that's why he said it, but he would just call me Mom. And then one day I was with Josh, and he gets this really, really angry phone call of like, why is my son calling someone else Mom? And I'm not gonna lie, it was like a great feeling. Like, I was doing something right. I was wanted because I really wanted to be with Josh, which means I have to be around Clayton, and I want Clayton to be around me. And so it was like, I'm doing something right. Like, if he went home and told his biological mom that I'm Mom, like, I'm doing something right. And it was really exciting. Like, I don't know. Josh was on the phone and I was in the car, and like my eyes brightened up and I was smiling ear to ear. And Josh was like confused because he had like this angry girl on the phone and like this happy girl in the car. Like, it was, I don't know. So, do you think it would be easier if they were the same gender? So if I had a son and then we got together, would that relationship be easier for you? You think maybe the divide is that Bethany's a girl?
I'd say it's a factor for sure, because I never had any sisters growing up. I never dealt with girls at that age, so I don't really know how to. I don't know. I think I do an okay job a lot of times, but I certainly interact better with boys than I do with girls.
So, what is your tips and tricks for people who are getting into a brand new relationship right now and they're going to have a blended family?
Be patient. Be patient. Play the long game. Don't think that one bad day is the end of it all. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have results that you don't like. You're going to have fights that you don't like how they go. You're going to be told, "You're not my real dad." You're going to be told, "You can't do that. You're not my real dad," or on those lines. And it will incrementally bother you, but just stick with the process of loving them unconditionally. Stick with the process of being, committed to a schedule. And it's just, eventually it'll seem more like regular parenting and less like blended.
So the schedule thing is very difficult because when they're at our house, they go to bed at a certain time, they wake up at a certain time. They know, we have 2 different areas where we brush our teeth, so they know the whole setup and they know how we eat and they know how we take care of our stuffs and we clean up. And we are not strict, but we're
clean.
We're organized.
We're obsessive compulsively clean.
You're saying we, but I feel like it's just me. But they
we
come
as a group, as a team, of which you are spearheading this effort. Yes.
They come back and they want to walk in the house with shoes. They come back and they don't want to go to bed early because they're used to sleeping in, or they stay up late and so they come back really mean and grumpy. Like tomorrow, Bethany will be grumpy because she's at her dad's tonight, so we know she's gonna come back grumpy tomorrow. But it is hard, and being away from them on certain holidays is very hard. And it really does take away a lot of your options. Both of us had said on many occasions that we would not be living in California if we didn't have a kid that we were sharing custody with.
That's the truth, for sure.
Yes. So it takes away a lot of options and things that you wouldn't have if you didn't have a blended family. But it's great. Like, I am able to have 3 kids and not give birth to 3 kids, which is like...
Me too. I would hate to give birth to 3 kids.
Right?
Yeah,
it would be the worst.
I don't even have the stuff for it.
It would be so painful.
All right, well...
Anyways, that is our tips, tricks, craziness with being a blended family. So if you are doing this, we wish you good luck, good luck, good luck. It gets crazy, and you know what? Honestly, if you have haters, you're doing something right. So if you're involved in this thing and this other person just can't be happy, they have to hate you from day one, the more they keep hating you, the better you're doing. So don't take it personally. It's nothing off your back. And I really do feel like that in this particular case as well. Congratulations if you are becoming a blended family. If you have tips and tricks and anything like that for us, please let us know. Anything else you want to say?
I'm good. Thanks for listening.
Is it worth it to you?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah?
But when you're as stubborn as me, it's always worth it in the end.
Well, I'm not as stubborn as you, and to me it's
That's
still...
why we're married.
To me, it has still been worth it. So, anyways, guys, we'll see you later. Bye!
Bye.